the home of hockey in the USA, it created a great deal of interest from local media. We were interviewed on local TV, national TV, newspapers, you name it, while we're up there. So the coverage is huge, and I think at this event, being a bigger and more organised event, we're going to have far more opportunities where that came from. But we're somewhat of a novelty, being from the Caribbean. They've never had anything like that before, and in this event, for sure, it's going to be we're going to be a subject of a lot of fascination, I think, and it's great. The kids all get interviewed, and they have a good time with it.
The jerseys that are seen around the country with the Turks and Caicos Islanders logo on it, anytime a North American comes around who's from hockey country, they're the first to buy one of these and take them back. It's such a novelty to have something from a country, like a Caribbean country, that represents hockey, whether it's inline or ice. And, you know, there was 4 guys in Jamaica that put a bobsled, decided to say, we're gonna compete in the Olympics at Lake Placid, and we're gonna ride down this snow slope on this hull, this boat hull, what they call a bobsled, and they formed the Jamaican bobsled team. This is kind of on that same lines. You know, hockey is not well known in the Caribbean, so we're the new Jamaican bobsled team. You know, going up to North America and competing, where there's going to be so many players wondering, what are these kids doing? Is this for real? So yeah, from the tourists that are on the island that come here, they're very intrigued with it, and they're very excited about it to be a part of this. To buy at IGA we sell T-shirts and hats, and they're always wanting to take it back as a souvenir because it is a novelty. And then for the tourists, our future tourists, they're going to be coming here to introduce them to Turks and Caicos, to let them know, yes, we have some of the most beautiful, or if not the most beautiful beaches in the world. There's an inline hockey team here.
Speaking of the hockey team, could you introduce us to some of the members?
Yeah, we have Alec Belvin right here on my right. Alec is our goalie for our 12 and under team. And we have Oliver Wolf, and Oliver is one of our forwards for our 12 and under team. And behind me, over my right shoulder, we have Maya Saunders. Maya Saunders is one of our female representatives for our 10 and under team. We have Gabriel Diotte, 10 and under. We have Gabriel Saunders, 10 and under. We have Louise Turbyfield, who is playing forward for our 12 and under team. We have Brooks Johnson for our 10 and under team, and we have Christoph Malcolm, famous for the Malcolm Shuffle, for our house league, for the Sharks, on our 12 and under team. We've got Eduardo Frias, and he is on our 10 and under team. We've got Mr. Ben Hartling on our 12 and under team. We've got Kenan Higgs, and 10 and under. We have Quinn Higgs, goalie, 10 and under. We have Cole Johnson in our 10 and under team. We have Mr. Larkin here, our goalie, our second goalie for our 10 and unders. On our back row, we've got another 10 and under representative, Patrick Slattery. And we have his older sister, Millie Slattery, playing on the 12 and under. We've got Megan Martin playing in her 12 and unders. We've got Jonathan Auger playing in our 10 and under team. And we have Rajon Munnings, 10 and under. There are 4 other players on our 12 and under team: Scott Glinton, Drew Kedra, Josh Williams, and Serena Delancey. And then there's another 10 and under who is not present today, Javi Bovell. And they'll all be attending up in Raleigh.
Okay, now talking with team members. So tell me, what's your name?
Oliver Wolf.
And what, let's see, goalie?
No, I'm a forward.
Okay, how long have you been playing?
I've been playing for 7 years.
Wow, what's kept you interested? Is it the skates or is it the uniform?
Well, I find that I have a deep love for the sport. And I play, my cousins play it, my brother plays it, basically my whole family plays the sport.
Hey, so tell me, how do you feel about being chosen to be a part of the national team?
I feel like it's a big privilege to be chosen to the national team because I get to represent my island where I live, and it's an opportunity for me to show off my talent as a goalie.
So tell me, what does it mean to be an Islander?
Well, it's a privilege to represent my country in the States, and I can show off my skills, and it would bring a lot of tourists because then you actually get to meet new people, and my teammates get to have fun and celebrate if we have a victory, or we can still celebrate if we don't.
Okay, so which position do you play?
I usually play defensive position.
How long have you been playing?
4 years.
And what makes you like hockey?
I just love the agility, what you got to do. Yeah, you need. It teaches you sportsmanship and team, and leadership and discipline, and teach you discipline. Then you have to work hard in order to succeed in life.
I think it's going to be tough, but we're going to try our best, and it's going to be a good experience anyway.
How do you like hockey? Why do you like hockey?
Because it's fun and it's a great experience.
And how do you feel being selected for the national team going off?
Feel really excited to represent our country.
Okay, so tell me, how do you feel about being selected for the national team?
I feel proud for being selected on the national team because it's a great experience, and we get to go up to Raleigh and various teams from USA and Canada, and it'll be really fun.
Okay, how long have you been playing hockey?
I've been playing for 4 years.
And what's your position?
I sometimes play defense and sometimes forward.
This trip means to me that I want it to be so great that we can have a lot of movie fun, and then we can have a lot of practices, and then we could just go on the ice and then just play some hockey.
Now, I've noticed that we've had quite a number of boys and girls together. Is it normal to play hockey with both boys and girls together?
At this level, it is. Co-ed hockey is prevalent up to about 14 and under, and then they start, in North America, they start splitting them up. Boys against boys, girls against girls. But up to about 14 years old, you can play co-ed. And you can enter single A and double A as co-ed. And then when you get into triple A, I think you have to separate boys and girls because it gets very, very competitive at even 12 in the triple A and 10 at the triple A. Because I think it's more of a safety issue when boys are playing against girls at the triple A level. But right now we're playing single A. And the girls and the boys are very equal. And the girls, in fact, there's some girls here that are dominant players. They're strong players. They're fast, and they're giving the boys a run for the money. I know every year that we hold a exhibition game, the boys versus the girls. Out of 3 games, the girls have won 2, and the boys won.
Yeah, interesting to note, actually, as well. When we did go to Detroit last time, we put together an impromptu girls team, and it really was last minute thrown together, and they fared very, very well against the team from the United States. So, you know, the girls certainly have the skills. Our house league is co-ed right from the beginning right to the end. It'll only ever get split up really if we're forced to by the national international competitions.
Tell me, how does hockey fit into fitness?
I think hockey is like being on a treadmill for 60 minutes at level 10. And it's like track and field with skates on. It's an incredibly athletic sport, and you have to be in top shape to play this. And we get you in condition. And just coming out and skating around will get you in shape. But hockey takes it to another level. And it's such a good activity. It's the same as soccer, where you're chasing that ball up and down that field, and there's no breaks. You know, the clock keeps running. Yes, there are some timeouts in hockey, but you exert yourself quite a bit. And the kids that come out and skate and the kids that end up playing hockey, they're in great shape by the end of the season. You know, they exercise through the entire course of the season, and they're ready.
All right, and you have been watching In Depth with Yasmin Rigby Blues. And again, we were talking about hockey. We'd like to say thanks to all our kids, not to forget congratulations, because we know they're going to do very well. So, team, we're saying all the best. And we'd like to thank their coaches and the organizers, Steve and Doug.
Thank you.
Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you next September when we start again.
Okay, and the team has a team. What is it?
Who are you?
Thanks, and we'll be watching out for our Islanders. Until next time.